Hello everyone and welcome to episode 24 of the 8BritGameChat. As always, I'm your host Tom Powter. Joining me is Tom Roach, Adam Bennett and Matt Stevens. So we're going to kick things off like we usually do with what you've been playing this week. And I suspect for most of us it's going to be a certain game involving remote control cars. Roach, what have you been playing?
Rocket League, we got it from PS1.
Rocket League!
It's amazing. I don't really like football games at all. I hate FIFA, but this is such a different take on what a football game is.
Would you say you hate FIFA?
Yeah, I hate
Would you say you hate sport? I don't know how to go this.
No, I don't hate
Would you say you hate EA?
to some extent.
To some extent, okay.
Who develops this Rocket League?
Psionics.
I'd never heard of this game before I walked into this room.
It's good, it's fun, it's different. Unique.
I don't own a PS4. Do you? Can you like set up a formation like on FIFA?
No.
Do you have like a captain?
Your car can be called Merlin though.
And wear a wizard's hat.
My car has a top hat.
Oh, that's classy.
My car can't have
My car is a class.
I can't have a fez.
Not classy.
Yeah. Yeah. Awkward. No. It's a really fun game.
Yeah.
Basically, you're an RC car, and you're in a team of either 1 to 4, and you're playing basically football.
So severe bastardisation of football.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like, there's no.
You can drive off the walls.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's FIFA Street.
If you rocket propel, because you can blast your car with like a rocket.
Okay.
If you do it for long enough, you can ram into an enemy's car, blow them up, and kill the innocent driver with it.
Well, Fabrice Muamba famously nearly suffered a heart attack on a football pitch. So.
What are you talking about?
Death happens.
Did you forget this man hates sport? So Roach, then what Rocket League and Arkham Knight? Which one do you prefer and why?
You got Arkham Knight?
Yeah, I've been playing Arkham Knight as well. Yeah.
Is it any good?
It's okay, it's mod.
Got 5-star review in the Guardian.
Well, they're wrong.
We do our research.
I'd say 4 stars it should get, but I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Not as good as the others.
As I predicted.
Yeah.
It just, and the thing I didn't really notice until you asked me about boss fights, there's literally no boss fights. And that's a good thing about Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. And they're not there.
Don't you get you guys get some free DLC or something?
We got the Scarecrow Nightmare
That's the one.
missions, but
That
they
looked
are,
like the best bit.
it's not.
All you
He
hates these.
So, no, in Arkham Asylum, there's a mission where you fight Scarecrow, and it's like this weird, insane.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's the best bit about
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum.
That's not what you do in the Scarecrow Nightmare missions. Is you race through the city whilst there's some like scary
not
stuff,
again.
and then you fight a giant Scarecrow with a tank, and that's it.
That's awful.
Is it
There's
every
too
time?
much Batmobile.
Except you
Goddamn
go a
game.
different route. That's
Well,
That's
you know,
rubbish.
exclusive content does suck
Yeah, it
for
does
those
suck.
of us who do not have the console.
Apparently the Batgirl DLC is way too short as well.
The Harley Quinn thing that I got with the exclusive of like Sainsbury's or wherever I bought it. 1 trophy, silver, took me about 15 minutes to complete. 1 mission, kill a few guards, boss. Actually, that was a boss fight. That's boring. So.
Now, this is the thing that really. And I don't own the game, but this is the thing that will really irritate me about this game. And I think this is probably an entire topic on its own, but to get the platinum, you have to buy all the DLC.
No.
That's what you told me the other day.
No, I said you to get. So I don't think there's any silvers in the game. So there's 1 gold and the rest of the bronzes to get the platinum. I'm sorry if I said that.
Yeah, because I was thinking.
There's
was
just no way
that's a
happens.
real
Yeah.
stick up to the middle fingers of the fans.
Yeah.
But fair enough.
Before we move around to did you know Never Alone?
Oh yeah.
Can you do your impression quickly?
What's Never
The
Alone?
game when you play as the Eskimos. You have to
Well,
go-
it gives me that with the cut scene and you hear like
The whole game is this: you're playing as this Eskimo.
The game chat's gone.
With
We've
this,
lost
with this little fox, and you have to just do this kind of basic side-scrolling platforming thing across the snow, and they talk.
Then it'll go.
It's funny if you play the game.
Sounds faintly racist.
Yeah, it's,
But it's not
but
that's an imitation.
Yeah, but
you know how we've got.
Do you want to hear my impression of a Chinese man? I mean, that would have been odd.
Go on.
I don't have one. I don't have
We
one.
can't do that.
Yes, you
Anyway,
do. Absolutely.
you know we got 100% of the trophies in that game.
What?
Never Alone.
Oh yeah.
And you never want to touch it again.
Yeah.
they're bringing out DLC, so you're going to have to because it's going to be free and they're going to do more trophies.
If it's free, yeah, I'll do it, but it's tedious. It's a very tedious game. It's all it was is like, and sometimes the fox dies and it goes like, woo! And then you just hear, bear.
But hang on, do I know, how long has it been out?
Quite a while now, I think.
A few months.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
It's not very good.
Is it a 2D game?
No. Well, kind of. It's 2D side-scroller, but it's all like 3D.
The art's very good.
Okay.
Yeah, the actual game looks cool,
it's one of these games which is more of an experience than...
not a great one.
You sound like you're in a marketing
Not a
team.
great one, either.
Like, honestly, like, I played the first couple of levels there and I was like, nah, this is not my game for me.
Talking about games that are experiences, though, Journey comes out on PS4 next week.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to that because you
Why don't you say that?
raving about it.
Yeah, well, look, I've already told you, like, don't go into expecting a game.
Oh no, I'm aware.
Yeah.
It's going to look amazing.
Yeah,
so.
we better do it.
Can I talk about what I've been playing this week?
No.
Well, yeah, because
Well,
all I play is Rocket League, so...
I've been playing the same game that I've been playing every week since I got it.
Witcher 3.
That is undisputably my game of the year. And my favourite game of all time. It's
What, over Oblivion?
Over Oblivion, Skyrim,
Shit.
yeah. And that only happened this last week.
That's mental.
And now it's The Witcher. Why?
Yes.
Why is The Witcher now better than Skyrim?
Well, I don't think anyone asked this question.
In my view.
Oh my god.
Alright? It's because the thing I loved about Skyrim is that compared to various other fantasy worlds, is that there was, and incidentally this is the same reason I hate Elder Scrolls Online, is that there's so much love that went into that world, into that game. Like, the cities had character. Everywhere you went, more so in Oblivion actually.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Everywhere you went, there was a different kind of architecture and...
Cheydinhall, man.
Yeah.
Cheydinhall.
And the characters, you could sort of almost tell what town they were from by the kind of stuff they'd say, and it was for one
and
of
then you'd go and talk to them, it was the same
quintessential.
voice actors.
Yeah, okay. But at that point, that was the quintessential immersive RPG experience.
Yeah, that was incredible.
And now The Witcher is, because everything that I just mentioned, The Witcher does better. But there is a caveat to this, which is that Skyrim is 4 years old. And one day, Elder Scrolls 6 will come out, and then I'll be sat around this table talking about how that's my favourite game of all time. But right here, right now, The Witcher 3 is the best game I've ever played. And I wouldn't even give it a 10 out of 10 because of the glitches, but it's still the best game I've ever played.
And the load times can be a little bit long. But anyway, you know why The Witcher's amazing?
Yes.
Because the trees move with the wind.
Yeah. Well, yes, but it is the windiest game I've ever played.
And the lighting also adapts
To be fair, that game looks incredible.
It's ridiculous.
There's nothing like running across the world and everything's like there are animals and shit and trees and all the lights coming through. And
Almost
it looks.
as a lighting set.
I need to play that game. Yeah, right, man. I need to play that game.
I'm level 29 now.
I need to go back on it.
And that I feel as though I've not even scratched the surface. Not even. There's so much. All the character. There's dynamic camera angles for every stupid little side quest. There's some of the stuff. I look at the map and I see all these little white question marks. I've been playing it for over 100 hours now, and
Well, you haven't completed it yet.
No,
yeah, but I've been doing
100
loads.
hours. No way.
I've been doing loads of different side quests.
What-
I have.
what-
I have
what-
done it for
what-
100 hours.
No, I mean
Just out of
completely,
question,
right?
what difficulty are you in?
Whatever one it starts you off on.
You pick it.
Yeah,
So you're
Well,
choosing
what-
second easiest or mid.
Probably the second easiest then.
That's why.
Is there 4 to
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
from? Yeah, mine would be the second.
See, when I started, I did choose the hardest, but it's been a bit of a slog, and I've kind of just stopped playing it now.
It's the hardest death march.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Death
I
March
think
is
we're
too
doing the same.
difficult.
I don't think it's that bad because
No,
I
it's
find
not. I don't.
if you go into it without any prior knowledge of the other difficulties, you just adapt to it and it becomes
Yeah.
regular.
It just there are times when you just die and stupidly, and it just gets repetitive, and
I do need to go back to that
you lose your motivation for it. But it is a very good game. I won't disagree with you at all.
It does look good, and apparently its budget was for apparently I don't know if this is true. I'm just reading like memes on the internet, so whatever. But
Memes,
15
valuable source of
high quality
information.
Apparently, it had a budget of 15 million, and you compare that to GTA, which had
That's
250
Destiny,
million.
man.
Yeah,
What was Destiny's budget? Like $1 trillion?
500
about
billion.
pounds, wasn't it?
500 billion. But that didn't include marketing, no? But
Yeah, GTA 250.
Yeah, but you know The Witcher.
GTA is really good though.
Yeah, but compare that to
The Witcher
what they did for
sold-
a fraction of
The
The
Witcher
Witcher
sold like 4
sold
million in 2
more
weeks,
in
yeah.
its first 2 weeks than GTA 5 did in its first 2 weeks.
Yeah, Witcher did
What?
really
That's
well.
impressive.
I thought GTA like broke records.
Yeah, it has now, but
Yeah.
that initial burst,
Oh, right.
Witcher 3 sold more.
Deservedly so. CD Projekt Red are like great developers as well.
Oh,
They include that little
really?
thank you for buying the game
Yeah,
thing.
they
in
give
there.
give me that
that's
free
cool.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And the you know that when they do actual paid DLC, it'll be like a proper expansion.
Yeah, they say it's the size of The Witcher 2,
Mhm.
the first bit of paid DLC, which I'm getting because I got the season pass. That's the only time I've ever bought a season pass for a game.
Yeah, I don't like season passes, but Witcher I imagine probably will be worth it.
Absolutely. If that doesn't win the Adam Bennett Game of the Year award,
They haven't bet it.
no. I'm going to make a different point. If that doesn't win the Adam Bennett Game of the Year award, this will be the best year of my life because something will have come out that's better than The Witcher 3. But I did.
I know what type of gamer you are, and I can tell you right now there is nothing else coming out.
I said to these guys beforehand that if we're all really hyped. I'm really hyped. Everyone in the world is really hyped for Star. Well, maybe not everyone in the world, but a lot of people are.
Everyone in the world.
Yes, for Star Wars Battlefront, obviously. But I did say to these guys that if we do a kind of 8-Brit Game of the Year award and Star Wars Battlefront wins it ahead of The Witcher 3, I will quit.
Which means it's fired.
To be fair, Battlefront didn't win our E3 Game of the Show award.
What did?
Horizon.
Yeah, Horizon did.
Yeah, fair enough. Tell you what though,
It was a close
I was thinking about that game, which looked bloody awesome, and I'm not taking away from any of that. But when I saw the name of that game in writing, Horizon Zero Dawn, I did just think that title could literally be given to any game.
Yeah.
that title tells me nothing.
Yeah.
Something that
Other
has
than
a sunrise.
Yeah, that is such a triple A
No, it's not
title.
like, oh, it's in a post-apocalyptic world. Okay. Oh, it's this new age shooter. Yeah, okay.
I don't know what it is about
Witcher
Zero
3
Dawn.
was-
Yeah,
I
Zero
makes
Dawn.
it generic. I prefer it when it's just Horizon, but
Yeah.
whatever. Not really matters.
Yeah, but the game itself looks incredible.
Yeah, it does. So, anyone playing anything other than Bennett that isn't Rocket League?
I've actually had 2 weeks where I haven't been playing any games. I've just had a bit of
What have you
a.
been doing?
I've had a bit of a quite a low moment in gaming, and there's been nothing out recently that I wanted to play.
I've been back on Lego
But
Marvel,
then-
actually.
But then Rocket League came out, and I'm now.
Oh, you've actually
becoming
downloaded it,
more.
have you?
Yeah, I've been
Okay,
playing.
right.
Yeah, I've been playing it. And I'm now wanting to play games again. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been back on Lego Marvel trying to get that platinum.
Ugh.
That game's very boring.
Why are you
it-
doing this? I mean,
It
this
was
harks,
great.
this harks back to a conversation we had before. Like,
No,
you're
of course.
now playing a game that you don't enjoy, and you're not having
But
a
when
good
they're so
time.
Actually, I mean, Lego Marvel's
platinum.
alright, but it's so easy to platinum. That's
It was
what's
a
good.
very good game, but after a while, it's just like
It's not a game you really want to replay again and
No.
again. Whereas the first time you're like, oh, this is a great experience, and you can go around New York.
I'm still on the first time, to be fair.
You've got hell awaiting.
Yeah, I know. I know what's coming up.
But don't do it then.
But I want the platinum.
Oh, but why?
Because there's
Is
such
that
a
going to improve your life?
quantifiable showcase how amazing I am. Having that additional platinum will improve my life.
I've got the
Will it though?
Yeah.
In what way?
I'll feel better about it. I can toss that shit heap of a game out the window thinking I've actually beaten you.
Just say, yep, I've completed and
Yeah.
stamp on it.
No, it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad.
No.
But yeah, no one's been playing anything else, so alright.
I will never play anything else than The Witcher 3.
Yeah, alright, but so therefore you have no say in the Battlefront argument.
Yeah, but I'll read like reviews of it.
Great. IGN 7.8, too much laser. No, I like it, IGN. Sorry, take that back. Please hire me. Anyway, move on. Okay, so before we start our main topic, we just feel the need to address the sad passing of Satoru Iwata, who was the CEO and president of Nintendo. It happened literally just a couple of days ago, I think it was. Pretty much all of us in here are huge Nintendo fans, Tom Bard. But
I like Nintendo. But
how
not.
dare you?
Get out of it.
I buy an Amiibo.
So, you know, what are our thoughts on...
I got two things to say about Satoru Iwata. Now, I'm speaking as someone I adore Nintendo. They've been obviously a huge part of my childhood, huge part of my life ever since. Never really gone out of it. I've got two things to say about Iwata, but then neither of them are to do with video games. They're just about the merit of the man. Firstly, the story we all know. about how when Nintendo's profits started falling, he actually took a 75% pay cut because he took the initial 50 and then another 50 on top of that, so 75 in total % pay cut in order to avoid making any employees redundant. Now that he's gone, that may never happen again.
Yeah.
Some gesture like that, you'd never see that in this. Maybe it's a cultural thing. You never see that over here, and to us, that
I think that would be a rare thing for any company.
It is.
So
yeah, I think that
just
speaks volumes about his commitment to advancing Nintendo and video games, but also about just how nice of a dude he was.
Yeah.
And secondly, it was a little interview that I was watching when he was talking about when he decided he wanted to go into video games, because he started as a programmer at HAL Laboratories, so named because H, A and L are the letters above I, B and M in the alphabet. So they tried to one-up IBM. Started as a programmer at HAL, and he kind of had in an interview someone said, so when did you decide you wanted to go into video games? He sort of said, well, it was when I was a teenager, and they said, so how did your parents react to that? Because his parents wanted him to be a doctor or something like that. And he said, well, my dad didn't speak to me for a year. And the guy was like, well, that must have been kind of hard, right? And he was like, yeah, but I had an abnormal amount of faith in the future, is what he said. And I think that there's a little bit of inspiration in that for all of us.
Yeah.
And also the guy made fucking good video games, and he's going to be missed for the sheer material that he put out as well.
He was the face of Nintendo.
Because none of us can claim to know him as a person,
no,
or personally, or have any personal connection.
Yeah.
But just from what he put into our lives.
It's gonna be hard not seeing him, doing his directs, doing stuff that all these other game companies wouldn't be doing. I mean, Nintendo have had a lot of hate for the way they do publicity things, but what they do for the fans and what he did for the fans, these directs and things like that, your what it asks, it's not going to be the same.
I hope they continue.
They will.
The directs will continue. Yeah. I would asks might go. I don't know, but
they say you won't be asking in a while through.
Yeah, that would be exactly.
I have to say, I have my doubts about Nintendo and the way they've handled things, but I don't. You can't deny that he was devoted to the company.
You also can't deny that he was one of the most successful gaming CEOs of all time.
Yeah.
He produced the Wii and the DS.
And the DS, yeah.
And also, while we're on this topic, which is slightly linked, I think the whole casualisation of video games receives a lot of scorn and then a lot of counter scorn on the scorn. So it's very hard to sort of have a sort of unbiased or balanced view of it. But I genuinely think, I'm going to try and have a view on it anyway. My view on that is that it's, how is it hurting a hardcore gamer who's got his Mario Galaxy and his Donkey Kong Country, whatever, stuff like that? How is it hurting them that his mum plays Wii Fit from time to time? Not hurting them at all.
No.
And video games would be years behind where they are now culturally, were it not for the Wii.
Well. Yeah, and the DS.
And you don't have to like Wii Sports and Wii Fit to agree with that.
My mum has also been playing stuff like Pokemon at the same time as me, and Animal Crossing, all these DS games and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because obviously when he brought in the Wii and the DS, that was like two of their biggest successes of all time. But it wasn't just the new console and its fancy controller, and it wasn't just the two screens. They actually, through those consoles, brought in new types of game that pretty much had never been seen before, and yet just exploded in ways that you wouldn't think they would. Take for example brain training on the DS. There was a time, not so much anymore, but there was a time when they were enormous phenomenons. Those games. Brain, everyone, parents and everyone was obsessed with brain training. Yeah. So
my dad.
But like you said about video games being behind, they would be behind now if it wasn't for that. You wouldn't see people on their DS doing, just stuff out in public like that. People were, they used to be on brain training all the time and that sort of thing. And the same kind of goes for Wii Sports as well, that sort of... I mean, Nintendo have got a lot of flack lately. To be fair, the 3DS is still a success. It's only really the Wii U that's kind of made it.
I mean, in the last 2 years, I think there's been a lot of bad decisions and things like that. But then I also think we've got to remember that, you know, Iwata has been ill for the last 2 years. He's had cancer for the last 2 years. He's not turned up in the last 2 E3s.
Yeah.
You know, I think that the reason they've done some of the E3s the way they've done is because Iwata couldn't be there and things like that.
But I think it was never linked that how ill he really was.
Yeah,
Because we knew that he had cancer. It was announced he had cancer 2 years
I think
but
that really is a
died.
cultural thing.
Yeah.
Because he was so devoted to his job.
Yeah.
He didn't want it. Like, he attended that shareholders meeting days before he died.
Yeah.
That's
Yes, he did,
incredible.
Yeah, that's insane.
And he took some serious... Like, you can get the minutes from that
Yeah,
meeting.
serious meeting.
He took us some serious shit.
They asked crazy questions
Yeah,
in those
very
shareholders
crazy
meetings.
questions.
Yeah. But yeah, he's going to be sadly missed. I tell you what, for all the flack Nintendo get for not showing up to E3, and obviously the rest of the companies.
Oh, digital event as a concept is absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's cool, and
the Muppets were cool.
Yeah,
I
and
like
obviously technically in his last few years, Iwata ushered in the Amiibo, which has become a huge thing. But I was going to say, you know, back when they did used to do conferences, nothing, in my opinion, nothing speaks E3 hype as much as Iwata reaching into his pocket and goes, "Here we go, the DS," and he always held them up. He did the same thing with Revolution as well.
Yeah.
The crowds are just going wild.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even need to say anything at that point. He's just like, "This is it," and everyone goes mental. And you probably won't get that so much anymore. Like that was very quintessentially Nintendo's thing at the conferences, to do that sort of big reveal. And
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, he was a stalwart, and he's going to be missed.
Should we talk a bit about going forward, Nintendo?
Yeah, well, I mean, Miyamoto's tipped to take the company over.
Yeah.
Well, I was sort of...
Takeda's also.
When someone like Iwata, who it's almost... He was so perfect for that position, it's almost like you can't fill that position once he goes, because it's not a position, it's him. It's like
you're trying to replace a wife.
Yeah. So I think now they shouldn't try and replace Iwata. I think the word is that Miyamoto will sort of move up to be top dog.
Which will be a different role. It won't.
Yeah.
He'll take on responsibilities, but it won't.
I would be totally. And by the way, when the day comes that Miyamoto passes away, I'm going to be inconsolable.
Yeah, that's going to be insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he.
Hopefully not for a long time.
Yeah, he will. If he moves up, to top dog, I think that is a very good idea, because at this stage, they need to focus. They need to get the next Miyamoto out.
Yeah.
Because
they do. Yeah.
I mean, we had a little conversation before it started. Apparently, for some, the quality of Miyamoto's contributions is dipping. For me, that isn't the case at all. I think Pikmin 3 was the best Pikmin game. And he's probably got a couple more classics still in him. But I just feel like because I remember reading about how there's kind of an attitude at Nintendo Studios of, what would Miyamoto do? I think that actually needs to go.
Yeah.
Because if Miyamoto spent his whole career thinking, what would someone else do, then we probably wouldn't have Mario.
Well, that's the problem. I've heard that too, is that when all the younger developers are working on the big new games, they tend to want Miyamoto there, kind of overseeing what they do. It obviously makes sense, but yeah, it has to change.
This doesn't allow anyone
But
to find their voice.
I think putting Miyamoto into that more corporate role and out of the creative side a tiny bit would actually bring that about.
Yeah, it is difficult because, like I said, we're not trying to replace Iwata. They're not trying to replace Iwata. I mean, we could head Nintendo if you want, but no. Miyamoto would do a good job, of course. I think, but it's hard. You almost need someone different now. I would say, what if you had Reggie take over the head of the top company, for example, and then, of course, it's not going to happen because it's it's a Japanese company that blah blah blah. But what would happen if it went?
Also,
that way?
was Reggie ever a programmer?
No,
Not as far as I know.
but do you
It's always been sort of
Do you
someone
actually
with
do?
a technical.
That's the thing. Do you necessarily have to be
To be as good, and Phil Spencer actually made it before this Iwata passed away. Phil Spencer, I remember, actually made the point about how not enough CEOs
Yes,
are gamers.
Right,
He said are gamers themselves,
Well,
let
I just-
alone actually have experience of how to program.
Phil Spencer's great.
I just
Yeah,
saw
it's
a
great.
quote today from the CEO of Konami. You know the.
Yeah, great company right
Yeah,
now.
but he said, I didn't know a thing about video games until I became CEO.
That doesn't
And
surprise
I think
me.
that's just obviously Konami's bigger than just video games, but I think that's an important part of it.
I feel like you can
you
always
have to have a
tell
passion
when
for
the
video
suit
games.
doesn't play games.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
You
EA's
have to-
Peter Moore
Yes,
does not play
that's
video
exactly who I was going to
games.
say.
He does
Yeah.
not play video
No,
games.
they have to have a passion.
Before they get him out on stage, they should do someone like Aisha Tyler or something
Aisha
like that.
Tyler, yeah.
Oh God, no.
No, not her, obviously, but like a kind of outsourcing
Yeah.
thing like that is what I mean.
Yeah. No, just a passion. Someone with real passion for both Nintendo and video games, and who would be just good filling that role of CEO.
Miyamoto.
Yeah, Miyamoto
Yeah.
would work. Yeah,
Yeah,
Miyamoto would
I
work.
think Miyamoto as well.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We won't find anything out for a while.
No.
Well, at the moment, there's two people leading it. It's Miyamoto and someone else.
Takeda.
Just Takeda, yeah. I think both of them are just.
I don't know what his job
I
is.
don't know. Could.
I think they're just taking over responsibilities for the moment.
Well, they'll just be acting.
I reckon Anu is unlikely at the moment because he's probably fully committed to Zelda on the Wii U.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
I would say maybe someone like Sakurai, but he's still doing Smash
no,
DLC. He's
Sakurai.
really young as well.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
way.
But I think I read an article as well saying that Nintendo had like the holy trifecta of developers in Sakurai, Iwata and Miyamoto all
Yeah.
working at HAL, I think it was, or
Yeah.
something like that back in the day, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think they were just working on Kirby Adventures or something
Yeah,
like
they
that.
were.
Yeah, that's mental.
that is mental.
Oh yeah, and another fun fact quickly about Iwata, just before we end this. I don't know if you've read it, but when Pokemon Gold and Silver were just about to come out,
Yeah, he
all
programmed.
the young developers, they made the game and they were like, so we've just got Johto. And Iwata was like, step aside. And he programmed it so they could then fit the entire of Kanto.
He
That's why
compressed
Kanto's
it.
in it as well.
Yeah, he compressed it so
All on
like
his own.
loads.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, we've only managed to fit Johto on this.
There
It
were
was like,
stories of
like,
like he
how?
did that in 2 weeks or something.
yeah,
Like, he
that's
just worked.
insane.
He's the man that gave me Kanto.
Yes.
Yeah.
The people have said he is
Suddenly I'm more
such
depressed.
a talented programmer, like beyond belief.
Yeah.
So,
Like, he
Wow.
fit an entire new game in that
Yeah,
cartridge,
yeah,
and they were
yeah.
like, we can't do it. It's like,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah, we go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
a genuine legend.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
yeah, it would be interesting to see where Nintendo go from here.
But his legacy it still exists. The NX, that's his. You know.
Yeah.
So I think.
And they will 100% keep doing directs.
Oh,
Yeah,
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 Directs are really good. So.
Future can still be bright.
Yeah, no, they almost certainly will be, I think. I think if anything, Iwata's death might give some of the people who work at Nintendo more resolve to push on.
He might give the rest of the company just more life. I think it's
Yeah.
probably it seems a weird way of putting it, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now our main topic for this show is what is the hardest / like most annoying, grindy, grueling trophy / achievement you have ever tried to go for. If you succeeded, that's even better. So yeah, anyone got any?
I've got a few, but I'll let.
Well, I've got one that I actually didn't try to go for, but I got it anyway.
Right.
Okay.
Which was
It's like playing a million hours of Oblivion.
something like that. It was when I look back at it, I thought the fact that I've just got that trophy by accident tells me I need to do something with my life. It was on Halo 3, and it was like kill 5 billion grunts or something like that. And I did it,
Yeah.
not out of trying to do it, but just because I'd played so many hours of Halo 3.
You're like, how the hell have I got this? I only got this game yesterday. Check it. It's been a month.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. I've lost a lot of my life to that game.
Halo 3.
Yeah.
So did I. Halo 3 was awesome. I lost more times in the multiplayer than anything else. But yeah.
So, after you saying that, I think I know yours.
I think I know yours as well.
Yeah.
And I'll say I went for it, but I gave up.
Yeah, mine's
I'm gonna try it.
mine's seriously 2.0 on Gears of War 2.
Oh,
So kill 100,000 enemies, and I did it.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I did it. Oh, boo! Yeah, I did.
I remember when you were sitting there.
100,000.
Yeah, I remember when you were sitting
You
there
used to hold.
repeating.
50 game of the score. That was it. No, I didn't. You barely get any enemies.
The end mission, you have to do
The end
like
mission when you're riding the broom
75 times or
Ah.
And you just gun down waves of those enemies.
I
and you
remember
just
when you were
restart it every
sitting
time.
there
Yeah.
doing that. And I was
And it would,
like, why
and,
the
and, they,
fuck?
and Gears
Like,
of
you
War,
sitting there.
Gears of War 2 had the little achievement progress bars. So it would come up it would come up like every 1,000 enemies.
Yeah,
So
I
you got
remember
like 99,000 left to go.
Once you complete the game, I think I only had 1,800.
Yeah, it gives you about 2,000 enemies finishing the game.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
If I gave
Was
up,
it?
No.
It's
It wasn't too bad.
Why do you still like that game? You must be sick of
No, it was so good. I can't wait for Gears Ultimate. I'm going to get an Xbox just for that. Oh my
Seriously 1.0 again?
Yeah, but it
God.
looks
Seriously,
worse.
1.0 was really hard.
The Gears remaster thing looks worse.
Look,
No,
let's
I won't
just
Agree to disagree.
let's go on a tangent very quickly. Talk about this. I actually agree with you in some respects. I feel like they have the game looks better from a technical standpoint, but they've lost some of the tone, which I think is a big shame. But did you see the cutscene where Ram kills Min?
No.
Oh, it looks very good.
Okay.
Yeah, and because and again the tone has changed, but
2? With what they did with Halo 2 was just outrageous. I couldn't believe it was a
What?
video game. Some of the
oh
cutscenes.
right, yeah. No, but the Gears one looks so good, and like they've
Is it
shot
as
it
good as
so
Halo
well.
2 though?
Maybe not, but it's like Ram looks so much better now and everything. He like when he stabs Kim's like just blood comes out of his mouth and it's like damn. But yeah, though Gears Ultimate was great. But anyway, yeah, Gears 2 that was horrific, but
I
It wasn't even worth it.
I
No,
don't.
it doesn't sound worth it.
I don't think I have anything.
Could
to
you
top
give me
that, but
Could you give me like an estimate number of hours, like
45 million.
actual time that you spent on that?
I think it works out 75 doing
Yeah. So how
it was-
long is that?
it was.
6 hours, probably.
I actually know. I think I remember the exact amount of times you were supposed to redo it. It was 68,
Alright.
and it was 6,800 hours of mine. I don't know to be honest. Actually, I don't think it was as long as you might think.
Over 20.
It's just because you
Nah, I
had
don't
to, because
think
you had
it's
to do
over
it so many times.
It's one of those things that feels longer than it actually is because each
Because
run
repetitive.
through was only like 2 minutes.
Didn't you have loads of
Okay.
cutscenes to get through as well?
No, there was just that one cutscene. I remember it so well because I did it so many times. There's that one cutscene when the Brumac walks forward and Marcus is like, Anya, we've hijacked a Brumac. She's like, you've what? He's like, we've hijacked a Brumac. He's like, oh, okay. And that was it.
Yeah, food.
That was it. Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't have memories of anything anymore. Just that scene replays constantly over and
That's
over.
your entire experience with
Yeah.
Evil 2.
Yeah.
So, I don't have anything to really top that. But I did go for the Battlefield 4 Platinum, which I was very proud of. And I think we ended up doing quite a lot of it together. But I think the hardest trophy towards getting that fucking Platinum was the stupid. You had to get like 25 kills in aircraft or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
It was so fucking hard because I couldn't control the fucking plane.
Yeah.
I apologise for the swearing, but it was hard. And I
Still
think
went
we
for it.
spent about 3 or 4 nights just trying to get that one bronze trophy.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, that was rough.
It was tough.
This is why I come back to my point. Don't bother.
No, despite this, I still love trophies.
It was.
Oh.
This was. Yeah, that's the thing. This was like one of my last couple, and when you're that close to getting the platinum, it's like you just have to do it. You're about to get the platinum. You have to go and do it.
Okay.
If you're-
I think
can see that.
I think there are good and bad points to trophies.
Yeah,
and
of
achievements,
course,
but what have you got any before we move on that are like you're grueling?
One that, and there's 2 actually I'll mention. One was getting all the trophies in Arkham Asylum, the Riddler trophies. Because I had that on No, wait, did I have that on? No, I had it on PS3. I did it on, I think it might have been Xbox, it doesn't matter. Whatever. It's irrelevant. All the Riddler trophies, and you get a trophy at the end, or a gamer score. And I just find that really tedious, and the same with Arkham Knight at the moment. I've got to do that, and I could platinum Arkham Knight because that's the only problem trophy I'm going to have, and I'm really reluctant to do it because I just find it so boring. But game that I didn't get, I got on Oblivion, and I got
That
59.
is such an easy game.
Yeah,
to
I think I
complete.
actually got all.
I
got all 60.
But I'll tell you why. Shivering Isles DLC,
Yeah, oh right, okay.
Lord of Mania, and
Oh,
go
yeah,
back
yeah.
and do it again.
no, but I just couldn't be bothered because I said to
You're a
you,
fool.
at school, I remember this. I was like, when do you unlock the Lord of Mania thing? And you go, okay, what you need to do is just save before and do the other one. And I hadn't saved before, and I was not willing to go back and do
Just go back and
it.
do it again.
I could
Start a
still-
new character and go straight there.
I could do that, but
Go and do it after this.
I don't.
There's
I don't
pressure
play
you
Xbox
to do it
anymore.
Yeah.
I don't play Xbox anymore, do
Well,
But
you haven't
yeah.
even got one.
I've got 360, and I've still got the
Play it.
Oblivion,
Play
but
it, play it right now.
I don't want to
Put
play
it into your Xbox One. I haven't got. And also, I'm not sure that game's backwards
It's
compatible.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not even up there in the list of the ones people want. Red Dead, Black Ops 2.
What is wrong with
Skyrim.
people? if
Skyrim
they're-
is like third, to be fair.
Yeah, but Oblivion is just as good as Skyrim, if not better in
Yeah.
some respects. No, I will not be careful.
No, well, we'll see.
I think
They've both been out for ages.
Skyrim does
You
edge
could
it,
have a vote if you
in my
wanted.
view. But there's some bits of Oblivion that I prefer. And I'd be more than happy to just have forget these schmoes, I'll have a one-on-one video with you guys talking about the differences between Oblivion and Skyrim.
Don't forget who
look forward to
introduced you
that.
to Oblivion, Bennett, who changed your life forever.
Yeah, and then you stop playing it
Yeah,
after like
pretty
2
much.
days.
No,
Disgrace.
no, I finished Oblivion. I got all 1000 G. Didn't get
Oh,
it. I
did
didn't
you?
get the DLC ones. Couldn't bother with that shit. But yes,
Shivering Isles is really good.
I'd tell you one of my best gaming
Really
experiences,
good.
to be honest, is doing the Dark Brotherhood in Oblivion.
Yeah, it was
It
incredible.
was so good.
Did you become a vampire?
No,
No, definitely not.
becoming a vampire fucking sucks.
Waste of time.
I
Much
did
better
it.
in Skyrim.
I definitely did it on a couple of occasions.
Becoming a vampire in Oblivion, you basically couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't go out in
It was
fucking
actually,
sunlight.
and all credit to it, because it was like getting a crippling disability,
Yeah,
which was how it came
No,
up as
because
a disease.
But then you have to like go and pray at an altar, and even then it didn't do anything.
No. If you get it was like now, I'm a sado. It's called polyphoric hemophilia.
Yes.
When you contract it, and if you go to an altar just when you've got that polyphoric hemophilia,
Yeah.
then that's
Ah,
fine.
okay.
But if you sleep and let it, and then you get that message like, I had a dream or a dark.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and if that happens, you're in trouble, and then you need to do that.
To
You
use
need
that
to do
stupid
that
quest.
500-hour quest.
Oh, God,
that
that
you,
quest.
that
But
you
the
need
thing
to.
is, it does have a-
easier to start a new character.
Yeah, that's what I
Just
said.
go back to the start.
If you had some of the DLC and there's a thing where a like Dark Brotherhood thing, and you could jump in the pool of water.
Hey? Oh, the little
And-
house.
Yeah. But I remember when I contracted it, my strength went up to about 600.
Mm.
But if I was in daylight for about 10 seconds,
Yeah.
I'd be dead.
Look,
And
I
it's
feel like
horrible.
we've moved on to an Oblivion tangent
Yeah, sorry.
quickly, but there was that game was like so mystical. And there were
Oblivion.
things, yeah, things
Yeah,
happened. You're like,
yeah.
whoa, that's cool.
My
And, like,
favourite game
even
of
like the
all time
smallest
for a
things,
long
like if you
time.
killed someone, you'd wake up and Lucian the Strange would be there,
Yeah,
and it'd be like
it's cool.
speaking in that voice you'd heard a million times before.
Yeah, yeah.
And then also, didn't you like meet the Thieves Guild out the back of near
The
the
Imperial
Yeah,
City.
the
Imperial City?
yeah,
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 little
yeah,
dogs.
dogs.
One of my
Yeah.
favourite bits doing those games, more
That's
so in
right.
Skyrim actually, is buy your house and decorate it with all your little things from
Yeah.
your adventure.
Yeah,
Get
all
your
your stolen
swords.
things.
Yeah.
No!
Half-File is...
If you were me, it was all your stolen things.
Half-Fire was wonderful.
I literally went, I think I
You bought the
ransacked the
Half-Fire.
entire Imperial
Thank
City
you.
one.
You're welcome.
I got the Legendary Edition where I got them all for... I got the original game, Dawn Guard, Dragonborn, Half-Fire, 30 quid.
Yeah,
Dragon
brilliant
Ball
deal.
was
Excellent.
Yeah.
Dragonborn was excellent.
I think all the DLC on that's good.
Wonderful games. Wonderful DLC. Props to them. Nothing on Witcher though.
shit.
Oh dear.
Inevitably, nothing
So-
on Elder Scrolls 6.
Might get a Geralt tattoo on my face
Jesus.
so that his face covers mine.
Yeah.
I look like
That
Geralt.
looks so attractive.
From the neck up. I look like Geralt.
You get scars and stuff.
Geralt is very very cool to be
Yeah,
fair.
that's cool.
No, actually, I think it's a bit of a douchebag.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
there's a lot of times when I've faced with options, which is such a tangent. There's a lot of times where I'm faced with options in The Witcher 3 where I just think, I wouldn't do any of this.
Yeah, true.
And
We've all done this
that
bit in The Witcher because
is
it's very
one-
early on.
That is one aspect, actually, where Skyrim and Oblivion are, in potentially, depending on your preferences, better than The Witcher 3, because in The Witcher 3 you are locked into playing as this Geralt guy, whereas in Skyrim and Oblivion there's this great freedom that you can be your own man or woman or cat. And, and like the world is...
I like the Arconians.
You know, it changes to you and stuff like that, whereas in The Witcher 3 you are role-playing as this one guy.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe you might like that. I don't know.
I do quite like playing as the set character. I like that, but at the same time,
It depends. Totally depends.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
yeah.
What were you saying about we've all done it in the...
Oh yeah, that's right. All the Kira Met stuff at the beginning of the game.
Yes.
Did you kill her?
I
No.
killed her.
No.
I banged it.
Yeah, so did I. How the hell did you kill her?
So did I, and then I killed her.
We're not talking about real life.
pictures.
No, I just picked the wrong option, and
Yeah,
she
you picked the
started
option
to
that was
fight-
right for you.
She started to fight. No, she said like, no, I don't want to go into it. But she's dead.
It's torn past.
Did she burn
If
his
you've
back?
played the game, you
No, I
know what's
just
going
killed
on.
Why?
She
Like
said
one of your closest allies.
something. She said something, and I was like,
I
"That's
should get
not
up
on."
on your grill.
You were like, fuck
You didn't turn around to save her, you
That's
just
not
killed
on.
her.
No, she started.
Basically, what happened was
There's an
it wasn't like
option.
an epic fight. She was like, "Fuck you," and he pushed her accidentally down the stairs. And he was like, "Oh my god!"
There was an option where it was like, I can't let you do that, and she cast a spell, so I just hacked her to death.
Did she end up going out with Lambert?
I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. Jesus.
No, he killed her, he won't ever.
Yeah, of course.
She's deader than every dead animal person that's ever been dead.
Bringing this back to whatever.
Achievements?
Achievements, yeah. Trophies.
I've got nothing more to say.
Which are
My
very
question,
sensitive,
I've
yes.
got a question.
I'll tell you what. Grand Theft Auto 5's trophies suck.
I'll tell you what games trophies achievements suck is Assassin's Creed, actually. I think in a lot of those games there's like, you've literally, like some of those, find these 500 little tokens, you've literally...
That's just Ubisoft for you.
I
these
got
days.
so
Yeah.
close.
Every Ubisoft game is
Yeah.
like that now.
I got so close
Oh,
to
you get a bit of gameplay and then you stretch it out
Yeah.
like butter over too much bread.
Yeah,
I-
Nice.
Lord of the Rings.
It is, right?
Yes, I know,
It's got-
yeah. I was trying to think. Yeah, no, I got so close to get to platinum Assassin's Creed 2 and just never did it.
I did. I got all the trophies
Did you-
for Assassin's
did you
Creed
do
2. Yeah. All the achievements back then, actually. Yeah.
Achievement. Oh no, I had
But,
it on the PS3, so it was true.
But yeah,
What
all
I-
the Assassin's Creed games boil down now to is find all the viewpoints,
Yeah.
find all
Yeah.
the flags, find all the bullshit, find all the DLC. That's one of the trophies.
Right, every microtransaction. 10 gamers gone.
yeah.
No, but Ubisoft, they did obviously they did Far Cry 4, and I've platinumed that, and the good thing about that is you didn't need 100% of the collectibles. They said, I think you needed every poster ripped. No, you didn't. You needed about half, and everything else you needed about half of it. So I've platinumed that game, and I've got 66% complete.
Yeah.
So that I like that. So
I think Assassin's Creed 1 was the worst time of Assassin's Creed games. What madman! I thought it was a good idea to do. Collect the 30 flags from here, collect the 60 flags,
Yeah.
collect the 120
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
it was from
yeah.
here. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
insane.
So my most proud, the trophy I'm most proud of is Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare. I worked hard for that.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good pattern to have.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say about that.
I'm impressed that you platinumed that.
I thought you were going to say Bloodborne for a minute. I was like,
No,
No, we don't care about that.
Knack is just so shit.
yeah, Knack's cat, but you know, there's not a lot you can do about it.
Do you not have Bloodborne?
No, I do.
It just sucks it. Whoa!
No, I do. I really do.
Okay.
Yeah, Knack's
So proud
pure
of
luck. Knack's pure luck. The whole game is, the whole platinum is pure luck.
I still need to play the game.
That's alright.
Go play at some point.
5 out of 10?
Yeah, maybe.
One
Maybe
out of
6.
10.
6 because I like the graphics.
Yeah. No, Bloodborne for you must be a really good.
Bloodborne is the platinum on my
Platinum,
PS5.
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've
What
done
about when you
basically
get Lego
everything.
Marvel?
Yeah, well, that's very good.
I'm not sure
I like my Lego Marvel.
I'm happy with Resogun as well.
Yeah. No, I like my Lego Marvel Platinum, but it's not that successful.
I tell you what will be the best Platinum to have all time though. Rocket League, Bennett.
And actually, that's not hard Platinum.
That's
Do you know what
very-
really
yeah,
sucks
it's
to me with all these PS4 PC games? Because a few of them, No Man's Sky is going to be one of them.
Yeah,
Not only do I not
I'm
have a
very excited
PS4,
for that.
I don't have a bloody PC.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the recent No Man's Sky videos? 'Cause
Yeah.
It looks so
It looks
good.
yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
I've not seen them.
Fuck's sake, Roach.
I don't even know what this video is anymore.
It's just some guys talking. No one's watched this
Conversation
far.
podcast. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wait, no. Say something. I don't know. Ignore me.
What?
Carry on.
What an extraordinary breakdown.
All my platinums, I don't think. There's some platinums I've really had to push for, but there's nothing I thought that was such a difficult experience.
Yeah, because usually I can't bother to go for it. It's that hard.
Yeah. No, but I've got 9 platinums so far.
It's a lot.
I've not
It's more
completed. I don't know. I don't even know if you get anything on Xbox if you get all the achievements.
You
Well,
get,
I don't
is it
care.
1,000 games score? No.
No, you
No,
get
it's
that
just
from
1,000 game
collecting.
score overall.
Overall,
Yeah.
right. Oh, that's even worse.
I don't hate the game score, man.
It's nice when you have.
I like Gamer Score because it quantifies everything, but I prefer trophies because you get something that's like platinum. It's solely
I love the bit at the.
individual for saying I've completely completed. Yeah.
I love when you get the platinum because you usually get the obviously a trophy before, so you're like, oh, gold trophy.
Mhm.
Oh, I know what's there. It is. It's a
Yeah.
platinum, and I love that moment.
You're a sad man.
What?
No, yeah, you're right.
No, it's a
To quote
It's good.
Satoru Iwata,
Oh, yeah, we go.
Okay.
No one likes trophies.
gaming, video games, or gaming, can't remember what he said, is about one thing: fun, having fun.
Trophies are fun.
No, they're
Not all trophies are fun.
No, not all trophies.
definitely not.
That's a wise.
Video
That's
games
a
are
wise
the
quote. Not all trophies are fun.
It's not
Really?
Okay. I don't care. It doesn't motivate me at all. My gaming score is probably crap.
Yeah, I think it always was crap.
Because I don't care. I don't know. I'm fine. If I'm.
Bennett, look,
No,
just saying you
I
don't
mean,
care doesn't cover the fact your game score is
Yeah.
shit.
No,
Everyone on Xbox Live can see it.
In fairness, I am actually leaning more over to your side because I don't care about platinums or trophies or anything like that. But if I'm getting close, I'm like, okay, now I do actually want it.
Yeah, that's right. But it's
Because I want to
that's
complete
fine.
the game at
But
the same time.
But the point of like one time we were all in game and you were looking at games and you said to Tom, "Oh, you should look at this one, Tom. The platinum's really easy to get." It's like,
Yeah, there was a reason for that, because that's all we played them for at that point.
Yeah. I was a
Literally, that's the
trophy
only
hunter.
reason he picked up the game.
You're the problem.
No.
Oh, yeah, he is the
I'm the
problem.
solution.
Jesus.
What you may ask, we don't know.
True.
I think
No, I think there are good things about achievements and trophies. I think they help add replayability if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And
they help conjure up replayability
Well, yeah,
from a vacuum.
there were plenty
yeah,
of
that's what
times-
most games
yeah.
do with their replayability.
There were
It's just
plenty
like-
of
and I think a lot of the time they force you to explore and do lots of
Yeah.
things in the game.
There are plenty of Nintendo games where I think I'd love to have that
Some
achievement
Nintendo
trophy.
games really lend themselves to that.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem.
Smash
Well,
Bros.
yeah, exactly. Like I would
Yeah,
love to
Smash
have
Bros,
to be
definitely.
able to have that thing to prove that I have achieved
Yeah.
this in that game. Like
Smash Bros kind of does have achievements. Like every time you unlock something, it goes dun, says you've unlocked so and so, and
Which
then
is
you join
awesome.
the
They
battle.
are
But I would
usually
love it
good
to
to
get
do.
like a little. I tell you what, NX will have it as well.
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
Oh yeah, this new system that everything out will probably have something. Hopefully.
Well, hopefully we'll have something. Hopefully it's not just a box.
It will be.
Yeah, probably will. That's the problem. Now I've said it will be.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Right. Well, that's why I'm just close. I reckon.
Yeah, well that was good. That was a good focused conversation.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where the video went, but
Leave us a comment about
whatever.
anything.
It doesn't even have to be to do with video games.
Ask him
Hey,
about
I've got a
Yeah,
title on this
Yeah.
and a thumbnail.
No, do you know what?
I've got no idea.
Someday I will genuinely do a video talking about Oblivion Skyrim in comparison to The Witcher.
What's our next debate about? Aren't you supposed to be debating Janet?
I was going to debate Javid, well, a bit insensitive given recent events.
Yeah.
I was going to debate Javid about whether Nintendo are basically a waste of time, which obviously they're not, but Javid's an idiot. And I can say that because he's not going to have watched the end of his video.
That's probably true, yeah. Oh, you're supposed to be debating Matt, aren't you?
Oh yeah, because you hate Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Keep an eye out for that. Yeah.
So who's saying what?
Tom hates Ocarina of Time.
Well, let's have that. You know, let's
We're not running it
let's
now.
roll that forward. Yeah, we'll do it sometime this week.
I've not been at work in like 7 hours.
Oh, you literally said that like 3 hours ago. Tom. So why? Please, can we do a little teaser?
Okay.
So who's saying what?
Ocarina
Why
of
has this
Time.
debate come about?
Hold on.
It might look pretty.
Basically, Roach traded in Ocarina of Time because he
For
couldn't get past
3DS.
the awards.
But that's very silly, Tom,
Why
because
is it
it's not that easy a game to get hold of.
If
on
you're not
3DS.
enjoying, okay, you said about the fun. You specifically
I
said.
love how I don't even
You said.
have a point, Tom. I just
there could be no one else
Can
in
you
this room
repeat
and Tom
that
would be
point?
livid.
That's what I said.
Gaming,
fun.
yeah, it should be about fun, yeah.
It should be about fun.
That's right.
How dare you invoke that great man's name?
I was not having fun. That's the bottom.
Yeah, but that's wrong because
That's not
it's-
wrong. That's a fact.
well,
I'm not. It's not my.
it can't be true.
It's voted one of the best Nintendo games of all time.
Well, on Metacritic, it's the best video game of all time.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, but
No, I don't agree with
No,
that.
neither
It's
do
not
I.
not as good as The Wind Waker.
Yeah,
Not
I
as,
love Wind Waker.
not as good as Oblivion, not as good as Skyrim, not as good as Witcher 3, not as good as Mario Kart 8.
okay. Very, very, very rapidly before we round up.
Yes.
What do you think is best game of all time?
Do I think it's the best
Yeah.
game of all time? You've chucked that on me.
Quickly
Like,
now.
Come
This
on,
is
Matt,
not-
this
this
is
is
quick
not
fire.
If you don't say it in 10 seconds, but this is a really good idea because you're not allowed to think.
Yeah,
you just
exactly.
have to say
The first thing that comes
now.
to your head.
Instinctive.
My
Now.
favourite game
Now.
is Fire Emblem Awakening.
Oh. Tom, favourite game of all time.
Super Mario 64.
Wow. Tom Roach, favourite game of all time.
Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
Oh.
What
I think you'll find it's Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Why can you say Skyrim?
Because that's not
Ready?
the full title.
But it's Switch 3.
Really?
Yeah. I made that very clear at the start of the video.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
And I'll explain why, and I'll explain why in an entirely separate video.
You don't have to do that.
I will do that. You don't have to
If we're not careful,
upload
we'll
it.
do it now.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave us a comment in the comment box below about pretty much anything you've seen on this video, because there has been quite a lot going on, a lot of tangents. I'm not sure even we really know where we are right now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Do subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. And give the video a thumbs up. That'd be totally great. But until next time, everyone. Goodbye. Oh, I think it's time we end this video before someone dies.
Yep.
Matt's dying. Look at him.
Bye now.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. Leave a comment on the. Fuck it, I can't do this. Leave a comment. Bye. Subscribe. No one's watching at this point anyway.
Patreon. Are we still flogging that dead horse?
No. Even Finn wouldn't give us money.
No. Where is he these days?
He hates us.
The game was £10.
What have we done to
He said Tom wouldn't dance for me anymore.
Tom?
I'm not dancing.
We quit
This-
Twitch.
Tom, you have officially danced for money, you know that?
Yeah, I know.
Right, we
That should go on your CV.
Got more money, Tom. You got more money for dancing than you did from that charity job in the office.
That's really sad.
You should do it. You should like confront them and go, I've danced for more money than this.
And then do a little dance.
Yeah.
Can I just say, even to this moment in time, that is the most money I've earned per minute.
Yeah, definitely.
we're gonna cut this
Yeah.
and do a proper outro.